love, joy, belonging, promises. The most profound are not a point in time. They evolve over the years. Isn't it true for life too? One of the foremost entrepreneurs of India in the past century, Mr. V.K. Birla, and his better half, Mrs. Sarla Birla's journey towards self-realization is not about moments of dramatic heroism. It's an enduring celebration of a magnificent attitude. Rashmi Sehgal's book, Life Has No Full Stops, documents it by profiling the iconic couple's life and times. Their footmarks are life testaments that value and values can and must coexist. That sheer prudence and sincerity never fades away amidst flamboyance. 69 years of togetherness. It's not just about logic or success. It's about being with each other through thick and thin. Not just about succeeding, but about excelling. Not just about living life, but truly loving life. Ladies and gentlemen, today's occasion is not just mandated to unveil Rashmi Sehgal's Life Has No Full Stops. It's a window to a timeless inspiration. Shall we begin? I, Supriya, on behalf of the entire Birla family, welcome you all to this occasion, rather celebration of love, joy, belonging, promises, values, and life. Let's share prayers to the goddess of awakening, Saraswati. I invite Mrs. Vasavdatta Bajaj and Mrs. Vidula Jalan for Saraswati Vandana. On this note, I now request Mrs. Rajshri Birla to come for the welcome address. Today, once again, we have an epic in our midst. Life has no full stops applies the life of Mr. and Mrs. Birla, Mr. and Mrs. V.K. Birla, but its philosophy is both personal and universal. May I call upon stage the writer of Life Has No Full Stops, Mrs. Rashmi Sehgal, to elucidate on the book before its public unveiling here in the public domain. Mrs. Rashmi Sehgal. One man has brought this book and its philosophy alive in all his struggles, trials, and triumphs across generations. Losses, failures, time, nothing, and simply nothing could pause his legendary odyssey. Winning the hearts and minds of Indians for over 7 decades, he never paused to celebrate because he was busy achieving more and still is. May I request the epitome evergreen to unveil the book. Oliver Wendell Holmes once said, "The best of a book is not the thought which it contains, but the thought which it suggests. Just as the charm of music dwells not in the tones, but in the echoes of our hearts." I now request Mrs. Maitri Kandoi and Mrs. Jayantika Mohta to read excerpts from the book. Now proceeding with the program. Pandit Ajay Chakravarti is the leading light in Indian Hindustani classical vocals. He became a disciple of Ustad Munawar Ali Khan at the tender age of 3. His uncanny sense of rhythm and poetry is today a global folklore. Not just a music maestro, he is known to create spiritual experiences with his experiential melodies. I request Mrs. Preeti Daga to welcome him on behalf of all of us. Moving on, We would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Miss Elena and motivation for all of us. Extremely hardworking and extremely cooperative, she has helped players irrespective of the problem being big or small. Be it the visa application, the invitation letters, or on-ground inspection, she has simply been there, sorting things with her dose of patience and enthusiasm. We wonder how she manages to work for 27 hours when there are just 24 hours in a day. People say, big things come in small packets. Well, Elena, you are truly the small packet wonder. And thank you so much for being a part of this event. I would cordially invite you on stage, and I would request Mr. Sureshji Chauhan and Mr. Surendraji Dugar once again to felicitate Elena on behalf of all of us. A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Elena.
विजुअल टेप फाड़ के रख, विजुअल टेप फाड़ के रखेगा बाबू।
An immense passion, a success story, a charmer, a super talented Delhi boy who outshone hundreds to emerge as the youngest master chef of India. His hands did wonders serving up delicacies which left even top shots of kitchen in the country in awe, and of course ladies go weak in the knees. But that's not it. His feet are displaying magic in one of the leading dance reality shows on national television, Nach Balle, and he is a super strong contender there. He is a shining example of the never say die spirit. He is an epitome of how perseverance and hard work can take you places. He has risen above all odds to become the inspiration of the Gen Next. To put it in the beautiful words of a poet, चट्टानों से छनकर निकले तो जल गंगा बनकर निकले, जो थोड़ा सर खमकर निकले वो 2 अंगुल बनकर निकले, तलवारी त्रिशूल गिरे अगर तो कोई हल ढल कर निकले, वे माथे का तिलक बन गए जो मिट्टी में गलकर निकले, वे माथे का तिलक बन गए जो मिट्टी में गलकर निकले. Stravi is really proud and happy to bring him to the city of joy for the first time ever. More than that, Stravi is happy to bring a smile on the faces of these beautiful ladies. So ladies, hold your heart and give a huge round of applause to the Destiny's Child, a prodigy, or simply a sweetheart.